Welcome back to the Outdoor Kitchen Show. I'm Marissa Turner, and today we've got a couple of recipes for you and a couple of wines to show you. First off, the recipes are things that you can throw into the cooler and take with you to the beach or for a picnic or even on the boat. Now I've got lots of cooking to get started with, and I'm going to start with the chicken salad. With the chicken, I'm going to poach it gently in some chicken stock, like I said, because boiling chicken makes it kind of tough. So gently simmering it is going to make it nice and tender and perfect for our chicken salad. Okay, y'all, here in the pot, I've got some chicken stock that's getting nice and hot. I'm going to add a little bit of that Pinot Grigio to give it some extra flavor. Just a little bit. Okay, y'all, now you can see that we are boiling here, so I'm going to lower the heat and put the cold chicken down in there. That's going to cool off my stock a little bit. And we're going to leave this at a simmer for about 10 to 12 minutes till that chicken is just cooked through. And then we're going to let it cool off in that stock. Okay, y'all, I opened a small jar of the marinated artichoke hearts, and I'm just going to take these out. I do want some of that flavor and oil, just a little bit, but not all of that oil. So I'm going to take these out with a fork and just put them in my bowl to mix with the soft cheese. And I've got some kitchen shears here. I'm just going to give them a little dicing with the shears. All right, now y'all, this recipe is loosely based on the French chicken salad called poulet nomade that they would put into a jar and take with them on a picnic, and they would mix it with goat cheese. Now, Franklin is not a big fan of those tangy cheeses like blue cheese, goat cheese, those kinds of things, so I'm using the Laughing Cow garlic and herb that is a spreadable light cheese, and I've got 4 little triangles of that, and I'm going to mix this in with some fresh thyme. Now you can use mayonnaise if you really like the mayonnaise, or whatever you want. This recipe goes well with a lot of different things. Now here's my fresh thyme. So I'm just going to take a few sprigs of this. A little goes a long way. And to get the leaves off, I'm just going to run down the stem like that. Okay, I'm still waiting for the chicken to finish cooking, so I'm going to show you one more thing while that's going on, and that's the sangria sickles. Now, I did a little experimenting with doing these freezer pops. Now, of course, keep these away from the kids. You know, maybe you can mark one for you and one for the kids if you're going out to the beach with these. But anyway, I had used some sangria before. That was 6.5% alcohol, and it froze just fine in about an hour, 2 hours, something like that, and just in one of these little regular freezer pop things that you can get from the dollar store. Now, this sangria is 7% alcohol, so it'll freeze just fine. I can just pour it straight into here. Now, if you're using a regular wine, this Pinot Grigio, for example, is 13% alcohol, so it'll have a harder time freezing. Now, this one, I looked up the flavor profiles, and it has hints of green apple and pear. When you taste it, even when it's nice and cold, that pear really opens up on your tongue. It's fantastic. So what I did, when you're usually making popsicles that have alcohol or cocktails in them or whatever, you add a little simple syrup to help with that freezing process. Well, canned pears come in heavy syrup. So what we can do is blend the wine with some of the pears to freeze up. Now, the sangria can go straight in because it's only 7%. The wine does need a little help from some simple syrup or some fruit like this that's in syrup. So I'm going to get that going right now. Just going to pour this sangria, not quite to the top because remember it expands as it freezes. And these little things, you just pop the sticks right on top of it. Okay, and these go on a level surface in the freezer. In this cup, I have the white wine with a little bit of the pear and syrup. I did about a little over a quarter cup of the pears with syrup, and the rest is the white wine because these little guys hold just a little bit over a cup total of liquid. So I'm going to put that into the blender. All right, now these guys are going in the freezer. Okay, looks like our chicken is done, so it just needs to rest. I'm going to take it out of the stock and put it in a bowl, cool off a little bit so we can make our chicken salad. And for our shrimp wraps, I need to cook my shrimp, and you know what? That is a great little stock right there. So I'm going to put my shrimp right in there to cook. Waste not, want not, especially when you're at the camp. Now these are the 70 to 90 count shrimp. And these are great things to have on hand for any kind of lunch, supper, whatever. Talk about make things quick when they're already peeled. And they just need to cook until they're pink. Okay, our stock got right just up to a boil here. And since these small shrimp don't take very long to cook, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull them out and let them rest and season them up too. Now while I'm getting all of that done, I need to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned because when we come back, I'll show you those wraps. You're watching the Outdoor Kitchen Show. When a recipe tells you to ask your butcher for help, who do you trust? Ralph's Market. They have the highest quality meats and trained butchers on staff that can custom cut at no extra charge. Or try their ready-to-cook stuffed chicken and chops, or their take-home hot deli plates. Whether it's gourmet or everyday, come to Ralph's Market at Gonzales, Jones Creek, or Pelican Point, the market you trust for the best quality, selection, and local friendly service. Okay, so the chicken is cooling off a little bit. The shrimp is just out of that stock and still nice and warm, so I'm going to season it with some season them up and a little bit of lemon juice and let them cool off a little bit while I make the avocado mayonnaise to go with that. Now y'all, a note about the stock that had both the chicken and the shrimp in it, don't throw that out. That would make an excellent shrimp and corn soup stock, and you could freeze it if you're not going to use it right now, or waste not want not at the camp, make your shrimp and corn soup with some fresh shrimp and corn. So, and you can find recipes like that on our website at www.theoutdoorkitchenshow.com. So half this lemon is going to go on the shrimp, and the other half is actually going to go into our avocado mayonnaise, because the last thing you want is your avocados turning brown. So squeeze this lemon juice over the shrimp and give them a nice toss. Just toss these around. Okay, y'all, and since I had this fresh thyme on hand, I'm going to go ahead and throw some of that in here. It's not required. Of course, nothing's required in any of my recipes. You feel free to invent as you want, but don't want fresh herbs going to waste, so just throw a few of those in there. All right, y'all, and whenever you get this shrimp seasoned how you want, just let it sit to the side while you get the avocado mayo going. So just giving that quick little toss there, make sure the lemon juice and seasonings all over everything, and set that to the side. For the avocado mayonnaise or avocado aioli or however you want to call it, get you some nice ripe avocados, gently soft, not hard, but not mushy. So a lot of times whenever you go to Ralph's to pick up avocados, they're fresh off the delivery truck, and they will be a little firm. Go ahead and buy the firm ones and let them sit on the counter in like a brown paper bag for a while, and they'll be perfectly ripe in a few days. So these, oh, this one's perfect right here. I can feel it. Just going to cut it open. Avocado is one of those things that's just perfect with seafood because of that creamy, buttery flavor that it's got. But you definitely want to use some citrus in here to make sure that that avocado doesn't turn brown on you. Okay, and with that, just some mayonnaise. I'm using the low-fat, the olive oil kind. You can use whichever kind you want. All right, now, if you want to add slices of avocado to your wrap, that would be fine. But we have this here. I'm going to add a little seasoning. You can use regular salt and pepper if you don't want the extra cayenne and garlic and stuff in your spread. I just happen to like Cajun seasoning in everything I have, so. Now let's fix up that chicken salad. Now here's our chicken. Franklin, my handsome assistant, shredded all of this up for me, and I certainly appreciate that. So we're just going to put this right in there. Anyway, if you need more to bind, more cheese, or if you do want to throw a little extra mayonnaise or anything like that in there, you are more than welcome to. But we're just going to get this combined with that cheese. Okay, all the ingredients that needed to be cooked are cooked, and that was pretty quick. I have the chicken salad put together. Now, if you'll remember, that was the poached chicken, some artichoke hearts, a little bit of the oil from the artichoke hearts, and the creamy cheese, fresh thyme, and then your regular seasonings. For the shrimp wraps, we poached the shrimp in the chicken stock, and that stock's gonna make a fantastic shrimp and corn soup. And then tossed them with some Cajun seasoning, lemon juice, and some fresh thyme. Now for your wraps, you just get one of the big wraps. It doesn't have to be one of the specialty flavors. It can be any kind. And we're gonna spread this with a little bit of the avocado mayonnaise. Put lots of shrimp on here. And you know what would be a really good addition is some crumbled bacon. Would go fantastic with this. Now just stuff these however you want. You can add sliced onion, more avocado, but either way all you got to do is wrap it up and then put it in some tin foil and throw it into a bag in the cooler. Okay, now if you don't want the carbs of the wraps, another option is to just put it on a lettuce leaf. Now I love it like this. You can also you can serve it with tortilla chips, corn chips, crackers, whatever. This chicken salad is so good. You can do it any way you want, but the lettuce leaves keep your fingers clean. So there you go. Okay, so I've got some more to make of this. I'll do some different combinations with what goes on the wrap and what goes into the lettuce. And these are really, really good, y'all. For the recipes, you can go to www.theoutdoorkitchenshow.com. We have this and lots of other hot weather cooler recipes for you. And you know what, y'all? This is really good stuff, like I said, to have on the beach. Some more ideas that we love to have out there are cold apple slices and grapes and things that are great for the kids. Lots of ideas on the website as well, so make sure you check that out. Now I'm going to set up a few more of these, and remember, whenever you're going out there and having fun outdoors, take home all your trash with you. Don't leave any of this stuff out there, and keep our Louisiana beautiful. Welcome back to the Outdoor Kitchen Show. I'm Marissa Turner, and I'm here with Mickey Lemoyne of Lemoyne's Season 'em Up and Fry 'em Up on location at the brand new Ralph's Market at Pelican Point. Now, Mickey, when we walked in the door, it was kind of impressive. This is a big store.
Big store.
Big store, and we're actually hidden away in the deli, which is much bigger than the other stores,
Oh,
you know.
It's like restaurant.
Absolutely, where they cook up all their good stuff, because you know this store is going to have the same stuff as the other Ralph's, the fried fish, all the daily lunch specials and everything, but we're doing something a little bit special.